Hey, Soloists, Agent Solo Matt Rice here, back again with another week of soloable crowdfunding games that are on Kickstarter, Gamefound, Backerkit, Gamecrafter, you name it. And also, hang on to the end for some upcoming news that I've noticed that come up in my feeds throughout the week as well. If there's any campaigns that I've missed, please let me know, or perhaps check out a previous one or two of my series because I do this every week, or I try to at least, roughly every Wednesday. And the first one that's come up on my list from Kickstarter is One Hit Heroes, co-op boss battle that it promises. I've seen, I think it was Mike from One Stop Co-op Shop have a go at this game. It looked pretty cool. I thought I might highlight it as probably one of my picks of the week. This one it's doing pretty well for just coming out. 1,270 backers already. This comes from Wiggles 3D, which I think did 5 minute dungeon or 5 minute dragon or something like that. Oh, here it says here 5 minute dungeon. Yeah. And you can get the game for what's that, 49 US, the normal price. Leisure Game says this may be one of the best games I've played so far in 2024. And it seems like just a simple boss battle. Like I'm thinking of like for those that know the game, think of like Aeon's End, but really streamlined, really played back a lot. So there's like less upkeep, less setup time, and it's just straight into the game and straight into the gameplay. I think as solo, it originally said 2 to 4 players this game, but it now says 1 to 4, which I'm thankful for because I remember looking at this as a preview. I think you have to just control 2 characters, I believe, if you're playing solo. And it comes with 3 episodes, I think, in season 1. So this does well enough, which it's doing pretty well at the moment. I think there might be a season 2. Promises get set up in 3 minutes. There's your boss. There's a die that the boss does based on a die. Like you can roughly see what's happening next round. I think the card faces up, and you've got your own deck of cards that. It's not a deck construction game. Well, not necessarily. So I think it's more like deck builder. As you get through the game, you add cards to your armory. I think it's called. Yeah, unlock powerful curated card packs. Unlike these card packs, you undo them and you can add them to your deck for the next boss as you get through. 49.60 to add the epilogue, and I think there's like a retailer. No, Ultimate Co-op. That's all their games. 150 US. There's plenty of how to plays here. Cool. All right. Next one. Next one, which I think a lot of soloists will be keen on, is Mini Rogue expansion. I believe it's a standalone expansion called the Council. It's already got 1,130 backers. It's only a short campaign. It's 13 days. So make sure you get onto that one if you're interested in it. 1 to 4 players now. I believe there's a competitive version for it for those that want to do competitive. I've only seen this played. I haven't played it myself, but it was originally, I think, a print and play or something like that for 9 cards. It's kind of like a little dungeon crawler with like a dice-based results. And you have like cards and items that manipulate your dice as you go through. There's heaps of different characters you can choose. It's a minimalist dungeon crawler board game with 1 or 2 players delve deep into a dungeon. What's new in this? There's new cards. Overlord things, a new boss, I imagine. New stuff. Mountain of Torments. You can play the council in solo or against someone. So yeah, even if you just get the council game, still solo. The cost. So if you want the council, it's €19. If you want both, €29. Plate armor pledge. €45. Okay. Guardians. Yeah, right. I like how to me, I mean, artwork's different for everyone, but I like how it's laid out. Kind of neat way of layering down. Here we go, I'll go detail here, play average. Just a few little expansions you can buy with it, or unlock stretch goals. Add-ons. Game mats where you can get meeple things. What are they called? Twinkles. All right. Anyway, so that's Mini Rogue. Check that out if you're interested in like a simple dungeon crawler for solo play. Next on the list, Sacramancer, the board game. Still yet to fund. 34 backers has just opened up. This one is, I think it's a first creator as well. No, 14 creator, Doug Fox. 14 created. This one you can get for 40 US. Well, I think you can get some like D&D stuff with it if you're a D&D player, 60, 80 for the monsters, yeah, etc. So check out those different pledge levels. I think there's other things you can add to like D&D games and stuff like that. Kind of like a dark theme. I think it's kind of like an area control type game. But there is a single player AI version for this. Shadow player cards, which I think you can play against one or two or even three, I think. You roll a d12 dice to simulate battles as you move your Sacramancer and monster army forward. As you clash, you roll dice and you have certain abilities on the monsters that change the die either in your favor or against you. And you have also spell deck, I think, that you can play. But I'd be curious how the solo plays. I'm not sure if there's a solo playthrough of this. But it looks kind of cool. If you like that dark sort of fantasy type stuff, it looks kind of cool. And I don't mind a bit of an area control. There's not too many area control solo games out there. I know Chip Theory just had Roth just come up before. To me, it didn't quite tickle my fancy, but it did pretty well. Shadow players on the perfect opponent during the solo game. You never know what they're going to do. If you don't feel like competing against your friends, try a team up, where it is you and your friends against one or more shadow players. Yeah. You're right. Well, there's a few people playing through. Check those out. If you even got the size of it, European poker size. Yeah, and it goes through the different pledges. All right, moving on. This is a Gamefound one that's come up. Snowcrest, 126 backers, just funded, according to their funding total. And this one's promising 1 to 4 players. Doesn't seem to come with many other pledges. Just the one pledge. It's like $37 Australian. Oh, is that Australian for me? Wow, that's actually quite cheap. How this game works. Guess doesn't look like it comes with too much either. But you get here, you get some cards, build your cards. Learn to play, game over. Good. So you activate. Snowcrest is a building card game. Each player will grow a village in the mountains of Snowcrest, attempting to thrive upon the icy ground or striving for inner peace. Hoping for that inner peace. So it looks like there's resources that you can convert to other resources type game. Hello building. Add a card. A card in your village performing its action and flipping it face down. Okay. New villager card to your 3 of 3 vision activated for more actions or rest. By receiving resources, flipping all your villagers face up once again. Oh, so when you rest, you've received these resources, but you can play the card to get those resources. Interesting. I wonder how it works solo play though. It doesn't seem like that's solo, but apparently it is. Anyway, that's Snowcrest on a Gamefound. Back over to Kickstarter. He's a PMP alpha fighter. Got 5 backers so far, so it needs a bit more help. Done by Wolfville Games, their first created. And this one's $120 Mexican dollars, which is about 11 Australian for me. So print and beat them up. Stray City game summary. It's a game for 1 or 2 players, but designed to be played solo mode 2-handed. Okay, so you can play 2 characters. So you get print out 2 character boards, dice. Just trying to figure out how this game works. How to play. So there's an evil plan. At the end of every third round, bomb will be activated in the city, causing 1 damage. Draw an event card. Draw an event card, place in location 1, 2, or 3. So these are the bad guys you got to take out. 3 dice. Attacks, blocks, and searches. Special movements. Advantage and heroes. Advantage will counter attack. Oh, you're right. That's like a little. It's trying to emulate I guess a side-scrolling beat 'em up type game in PMP format. Cool. Check that one out if that's what you're into. Back over to Gamefound. I've got Hispania here. If I scroll back up, Hispania: The Roman Conquest by Draco Ideas. 1 to 3 players. I believe this is cooperative. Yes, cooperative game in which 1 to 3 players take on the role of all the praetors and consuls that Rome had to send to Hispania during 2 centuries. The goal would be to subdue all the peoples of the peninsula before the tournament. That's cooperative, interesting. So you can play very solo with 3 factions if you wanted to. Cool. There's a rulebook there, which is always handy. This is the costs. So there's another game that they're promoting as well. Spend your €24. Get the all-in €59. Next up here, how to play. Achieve control of all the zones. Yet another area control type game. What's the mechanism to do so? I don't know. There is a how to play. It doesn't really tell you how the mechanism of controlling works, but a few videos here though, so maybe I should check those out. How to play. Yeah, so there's a few videos, which pretty handy. Alrighty. Next one, I've talked about this one past time, Pet Quest. Now up live and going. It's funded, 291 backers. Solo co-op campaign board game designed for 1 to 4 players. I believe this is designed to be like family friendly as well. So for people that are like a gateway game into like a adventure or a dungeon crawl. I love how the board is part of such a good design when when designers do that kind of thing. So the board is part of it. Reminds me of like Set a Watch, that way that looks with the magnetic stuff. How much does it cost? Standard edition is $24. Deluxe is $39. And there's Happy Dog Pledge. Deluxe with some add-ons, $79. Let's get a look up there. Ooh, Gold Goose Pledge. If you're really interested in that. Retailer, etc. There's plenty of different pledges. Meet your new best friends. Jane, Clay, Freya. Yep. Mark Daney's done a bit of a playthrough, looks into this. What's in the box? They get some meeples, some boss cards, pet cards, charm cards, initiative. Deluxe box with some printing on the meeples. Quite cool. How to play. What do you do? Roll some dice, get some energy and luck. Okay. Investigate and choose actions. So you run around like an apartment. You probably search things for items and events probably happen. That kind of game. So it is kind of more like a dungeon crawl, isn't it? Just with pets. Cool. You level up your pets as you go through. Interesting. Kimberly's done one as well. Playthroughs. Yeah, cool. Interesting for the family. I wonder how, could kids play it on their own type game? I don't know. But, a couple of 10-year-olds would get their hand on it if they want to play together. You're curious to check out. It says 8+, perhaps. Next one I've got is Dice of Steam. That's 49 backers. 13 days to go on this one. Done by Poltered Dice. Cost on this one €3, €8 for the Magnate, €12, €23. So a few types there. There is a solo use of AI. So it's 1 to 4 players. I think it's meant to be competitive. There's something about pulling steam trains or things. Rolling dice, and you choose, I guess, dice to do certain abilities across your mat. Solitaire mode. Not many of you are solo players, so we spend the time making the most fun and challenging to play. Measured not by the strongest companies you create, but by the most balanced growth. Okay, so you've got to try and balance all the companies in solo mode. Interesting. There's a PMP. Alrighty. Dice of Steam. We're going to the next one. Scroll up a bit. But Amberlight. Also on Kickstarter. So this one, we've got 93 backers. 1 to 5 players. So it's a promising roguelite deck building hex crawl. Okay, plenty of stuff that comes in the box, supposedly. And again, another game that has some D&D adaptation stuff. I think that's a new thing that's coming up. It's the early bird on this one for a source book. That's for the D&D stuff, I guess. Board game, early bird, 149. Oof. Geez, that's getting up there for. Wow, 209. Oh, I mean, that's Australian, I guess. This is an Australian game. Rocket cards, yeah, based in Australia. Geez, a bit dear. I'll try and promote you. What do we do? Procedure generated gameplay across cooperative, casual, and competitive scenarios. So I guess in solo mode, maybe you play. Here we go. Allow for solo, cooperative, competitive, and casual. Okay, so you draw NPCs and abilities. Okay. Movement, stamina, attacks. Character movement, exploration. Yeah. Yep, I think covered that. Get resources, combat. They roll dice based on some stats. So it's like a world building type one. Almost sandboxy looks things with those hexes, but I wonder if it's a strict scenario if they're a bit sandbox. And they keep promoting the D&D stuff, which is fine. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Might be a bit of something for someone in that. Available in a lot of different languages as well, so check that one out. Cloud Fox is another one. 2 backers at this stage, 1 to 4 players. The tile laying game. Apparently there's a solo mode. Get a bunch of boxes. Game board. It's a dice placement game, eh? How to play, choose a row. So we roll some dice. 3 rows. Oh, okay. And the dice value matches the fox that you put out. So it's kind of like a puzzle. Modify your dice with abilities. Okay. Interesting. Scoring some victory points. Not sure how I go solo. Play against the invading Sky Navy. Okay. Talk to that Sky Navy what they can't do. Yeah, not too much on the solo mode there, but yeah, like a little tile puzzle game there. Next, I've got Molehill Meadows on Gamefound. 114 backers, just funded. So 1 to 99 players. So it's kind of like a flip and ride, I think, game. Flipping like it's a polyomino type game. We flip and draw on. I think you try and get tunnel to the other side. I had a quick look at this before. Yeah, so you have your map, and you draw this, and you've got to try and tunnel to the other side somehow. Only touch one face of existing tunnel network. No one wants a tunnel caved in by digging too much dirt in one go. Okay. Can't touch in 2 spots. You can't go outside there. Yeah, that's like a puzzle-y type right game. Interesting. €21. Yeah, cool. And the last game I've got, which a lot of people will probably be loving, is Castles of Burgundy Special Edition reprint. It is almost at 1 million. Oof, 5,272 backers. I've never really been one on Castles of Burgundy because I'm a solo player as well, but it is soloable. Comes with a lot of deluxe components in this. And this is pretty much a gateway game that I've seen played. I'm just wondering what's different. It says a reprint, doesn't it? So I think it's just more of the same stuff, just redoing it again with deluxe components. Yeah, all these castles. Does it actually say what? I don't know. It doesn't actually say how the game really plays. Interesting. Let me do something here too. Let me go to Gamecrafter. Just want to see if there's any crowd sales on. I haven't had a chance to look at anything new really. The crowd sales, it's the same thing as last time. I think this Tales of Arthur is not solo. Doesn't say, does it? Oh yeah, 2 to 10, so not solo. Never mind. And Backerkit, I haven't heard anything in Backerkit either. I'm starting to give up on Backerkit a bit. Other things I want to talk about though is some news, and Euthia is coming back for a 3rd setting. I believe this might be their last setting from what I've heard. Cruel Frost. Steamforge Games took over this for the last expansion, and they've come out with one more, working with Dire Games. This is a game I've got the base game still. It's pretty heavy, a lot of stuff in it, but it's really good. If you like your RPGs, you like to build up a character, level up a character, and bit of a mix of like it's not like, I mean, it's kind of like Mage Knight, but it's not really as puzzly as Mage Knight. I think it's more manage your resources and then roll your dice type puzzle, and it's pretty good. To be honest, I played it more in Tabletop Simulator than I have in the box. It takes a long time to set up. Is my only negative in the game. But otherwise, it's really good. Plenty of different scenarios in it. It looks like that's a big bad coming in. Talk about what is Euthia here. See, that's what, if you haven't played before, that's what it looks like. And you got these little, when you move around, you got these little zones where if you defeat a level 2 boss here, you get a gold and it's like a gem or something. I can't tell from that picture. There's plenty of different items in this game. You can go to the merchant shop. You can buy, you can mine things, get resources, and try and build up your loot. There's plenty of different interactions with the loot and enemies as well. And there's a pretty neat little AI for solo play where you draw from the cards. It's like they've rolled 2 dice, and they can have other cards that let them manipulate their result. It's pretty cool. I haven't played the Necromancer version. That was the second one. Yeah, that's the first one. Tormented Resurrection. Yeah, pretty cool art as well if you're into that. Yeah, check that. It's from Steamforge Games. That's coming out soon. What's it say? May 2nd. So a couple of weeks. The last thing I've got is, I think this is coming out, probably come out at the time that you guys look at my video. God of War, the board game, 1 to 2 players from Simon. Be curious how this one plays. Because Simon doesn't tend to do 1 to 2 players. They tend to really do more like 4 or 5 player games with plenty of minis. This might be something different, might be breaking tradition for them. I'm still in preview mode here because it's still before it's launched. I think I did show this last week that it was coming up, so it's official that it's coming out tomorrow in my time. Anyway, guys, so there you have it. That's my week roundup of solo crowdfunding games and also some news. Any other suggestions, any other games that you come across that you want to mention, put in the comments below. Please subscribe as well. Be fantastic to get more people to come and look at all these different type of solo games. In the meantime, guys, crush your gaming first. Play solo.